peer support has the potential to offer a very safe relational space for people to start to explore what's happened to them, to start to make sense of what's been happening and how they've responded, to start to recognize their own strengths and to start to reframe some of the ways they've adapted to situations in life. So that safety within the relationship is hugely important. But then there's also safety as we'd normally expect it to understand it, the physical safety of both parties, given that often we're talking about people who are acutely distressed and they may well pose a risk to themselves or to somebody else. Then peer workers need to be aware of how to keep that relationship safe, physically and emotionally. How to keep themselves safe within that relationship.
I think safety is the place you have to start in peer support. I think you cannot have any of the other core principles without first establishing safety, emotional safety and physical safety. And I think that is different in every peer support relationship because what's safe to me is completely different than what's safe to you. So you might have a conversation about what makes you feel safe, and that has to be a reciprocal conversation about what makes us both feel safe. But I think more often than not, it's a very instinctive thing in a relationship, what makes people feel safe. And I think we don't talk a lot about instinct in peer support, but it's so important.
We can't develop that peer-to-peer relationship without addressing issues of safety. It's not the very first thing that we talk about, but it's necessary for us to be able to talk.
I think a lot of trauma is defined by feeling profoundly unsafe. And I think the only way that you can move forward and sort of digest trauma is with a real sense of safety in the present moment.